Hello and welcome to the Kinda Chaotic podcast. I'm your co-host Ruby Wybrow.
And I'm your other co-host Jen Cusack. Kinda Chaotic is your weekly hit of unfiltered chat about health, well-being and the messy bits in between.
We're all about creating a space that's real, relatable and totally judgment-free, where important and often overlooked conversations actually happen.
From mental wellness, lifestyle habits and the chaos of everyday life to the topics that deserve more airtime.
Whether you're tuning in during your commute, out for a walk or taking a moment for your weekly reset, our episodes are designed to be light, raw and a little bit chaotic.
In the best way possible. You know, I know my whole thing off by heart now.
Yeah.
I know my whole thing off by heart now.
Oh,
really?
I looked at my phone for that.
I didn't even mean to, but...
I did. I don't know. Okay. Hello and welcome back to Kinda Chaotic. Today we're going to talk about being Delulu but dedicated and how to lock in.
Whether you're a uni student, still in high school, or doing TAFE, or literally just trying to get your work done, you've got to listen in. But we're going to start with our tease of the week because we have caught up already and I don't have anything exciting to tell anyone. So this week, our first episode was released, our introduction, and I am so happy with how it's turned out and all the support we have got.
Yeah.
Watching me hold my glass. I'm like holding it like
Sania actually listened to it and she said it was really great and it made me feel really special.
Oh,
that's my boss at Gloss.
Yeah,
I love her. She's such a
that's
sweetie.
really nice. My boss watched it too, Rachel.
Yeah, well, I knew Rachel would watch it.
Yeah, Rachel's amazing. We love Rach.
But Tania's been really supportive and it's really makes my heart feel nice.
I feel like everyone's so supportive.
Yeah.
I'm like so
Alex
appreciative of everyone.
Yeah, our weeks are kind of boring, but it's been really good.
It's been awesome to see how the introduction's gone.
And they get better after that. That one's the bad one. The rest of them are better.
Yeah. Fingers crossed you like them. We like them.
We like them.
We were also told that we need... Well, Ruby's been doing like heaps of study.
I have fallen down the rabbit hole of the internet because I don't know, I liked one video about like digital networking on Pinterest or something. And then that's all I've seen for last week. And I've been taken on to pyramid schemes and all, like I'm not even joking. Like,
I love it.
It's been a lot. So now I've been told that we need to post TikTok videos every single day and that we need to put up a story every day and post 3 to 5 times a week.
The breather.
And we ask you guys what you want and stuff you want is not pod related. So I reckon if I post lifestyle vlogs, they'll be on my own account. I don't really want it to be on the pod.
Fair enough.
Because I feel like, I don't know, that's not, the pod's like just for the pod.
It might be on our TikTok.
Yeah, little clips, but I don't want, if I post like a long one, like obviously I'm going away for 3 days, so that's not going to be a 15-second video.
Ruby, I really want Ruby to start a YouTube channel of her vlogs.
Well, I might.
Do it.
If I get the support, I will.
She's got support from me, so let's hope she gets support from me.
I should just do
Pop it in the Spotify comments, for sure.
Maybe I'll just do it.
Or the YouTube comments.
I might just do it. Yeah, so maybe
Ruby.wybrow at youtube.com.
It's actually, it's linked in my bio if you follow me on Instagram, so
go follow Ruby.
Yep,
love it.
I'm gonna start YouTube.
Anything exciting happened for you this week? I know we're kind of boring this week, but anything?
No, not really.
Not really. I was told that Ruby, out of the both of us, it's like Black Cat and Golden Retriever vibes. Yeah. Let us know if you agree.
A lot of people say that.
Jazz, who may make a special appearance.
If she answers the phone.
She will answer the phone.
She doesn't know that. Does she know my phone number?
No, she doesn't know your phone number.
Will she pick up?
Because my phone is recording. So Bestie Jazz is going to join us on the pod. I wasn't sure if I was going to tell you now or later.
That doesn't really matter.
But she is. She's going to join us on the pod. Anyway, but she told me that I'm like Golden Retriever and Ruby's Black Cat. And we actually love it.
That is my dynamic with other people.
Yeah, I quite love it.
Okay, drink your drink.
Oh,
so
yes.
Jen's made these.
I brought my like special teacups, $27 each.
Jesus.
But I got the discount because I worked where they were sold.
That's
anyways,
very steep.
They're so cutesy. They've got like floral all around the side and they're like the glass ones. Anyway, I made lemon and ginger.
With real lemon and real ginger, and mine has some honey.
Mine has honey too. It's just so lovely. It's my new obsession this week. Coming to like the colder weather, like it was -5 in Murderford.
Yeah, it was really cold.
It was so cold. Anyway, so I've been like on the lemon and ginger grind.
Does your water meter freeze out over? Ours does.
Mm-mm.
We don't get water.
Oh, crikeys. That's hard.
It's not fun.
That does not sound fun.
And you don't get a very warm shower in the morning.
Aww. That at least would wake you up. I have a little exciting thing. So I am going to be one of the you won't have a clue what this is. But I'm going to be one of the head coaches at the Country Metro Challenge, which is a basketball thing, which I'm super excited about. I did it last year, and then they've asked me to come back and do it again. So I'm super excited. But if you don't know what that is, don't even stress. It's just literally country teams versus metro teams, and we play off in, I think it's Ballarat this year. Ballarat or Melbourne. It'll be Ballarat or Melbourne.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was exciting for me to receive that. And yeah, that's me.
I got a discount code for activewear.
You did, I saw that. That was so cool. So what is it?
It's just an activewear brand. So I don't know, I'd been following them for a while. It's Elite and Entitled. They're like reasonably priced sets because I'm not paying like $100 for a sports bra. It's ridiculous. Anyways, and yeah, I have a discount code. It's 10% off on any of their stuff, and I have a set coming that I got 10% off of, and they also sent me a free piece, which I believe is a pair of their leggings.
Love.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I know. So that's happening.
Well done, Ruby.
So I hope that comes next week so I can try and see what it's like.
Oh, exciting. I'm so keen.
Yeah. So some topics we're going to talk about are what it means to lock in, how to lock in, understanding procrastination, how to eliminate distractions, and understanding how the brain learns and works. As normal, we're going to do our what, why, how, and then our list of things. So the first one is what, which is kind of just a basic one. Locking in means having absolute focus or dedication in a goal or objective.
I've been telling all the kids, like, guys, you got to lock in. And they all just laugh. It's just like an inside joke now. I'll just tell them all, guys, lock in. Like when they're messing around, I'll just be like, lock in, guys. I feel like I said lock in a lot just then.
You say that a lot. That's
anyway.
Right.
Oh, well, it is. So our why, it enhances.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to cut you off. But also, we're contemplating making merch. So if someone wants that, let us know.
Yeah, we are. Why? It enhances efficiency, productivity, and motivation, ultimately leading to better outcomes and greater sense of accomplishment. When you focus intently on a specific goal, you can eliminate distractions, prioritize tasks efficiently, and dedicate your energy towards achieving the desired result.
And then we have our list. Our first one is meditate, which
we both love meditating.
But what does it do again? It brings everything to your frontal lobe or something?
Yes, it does. Meditation helps calm the nervous system, reducing stress and anxiety. It improves focus and concentration, enhances emotional well-being, and potential physical health improvements, like lower blood pressure, and better sleep. And it has cognitive enhancements, increasing compassion and self-awareness. So, overall, it also
makes you a better person.
Yeah, exactly. Meditation is a great way to bring you back to your senses. I love meditating. Just a quick 5 minutes of meditation. Yeah. It's not even like sitting there with your legs crossed, with your hands together, or your fingers thumb to middle finger. Yeah, it's not
you don't have to do that.
Not at all. It is simply just sitting there and just soaking in your surroundings.
Yeah,
bringing your senses back. Yeah, it's perfect.
I feel like I do it. Well, I don't really do it in the winter because it's freezing and disgusting outside. But in the summer, I go and just sit out in the sun, and it's very peaceful.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And then the next one is writing it out or a brain dump. This is something that I use all the time. When I was in school, I used to see a therapist. A huge thing for me is that I really struggle to turn my brain off and go to sleep at night. And it's because I'm thinking I've got all these things I have to do tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. And she said, get a book and get a pen and write it down. Don't do it on your phone, like you have to physically write it down on paper. And then you know, right, this is what I have to get done tomorrow. It's on a list. I won't forget it. And also sometimes when you write it down, you go, oh, it's actually not that much.
Or like when you write it down, then you like kind of take all the stress away too.
Yeah.
Because you're stressing about remembering it.
Yeah. So then it's there and you don't have to think about it, and then you get a better sleep.
Yeah. The amount of times I've stayed up like, oh, I've got to remember this, I've got to remember this, I've got to remember this. And then you write it down and you just like, yeah, straight away after that. That was a snore. That wasn't a snort.
That was loud.
That was just bizarre. Anyway.
And the next one's kind of similar. I suppose it's lists, but
I'm a massive list, writing it down, everything in your brain, just do it, just write it, just get it out. Because the second you get it out, you do feel better.
I set reminders for literally everything. Like I've now, because I've realised how much I have to post on social media, at the same time for every single morning for the rest of my life, I've got a reminder set to post a TikTok and post an Instagram story.
That's gold. That's very funny. Yes, so we do very much say to write it out.
Yeah. And then setting small achievable goals, I feel like is such a big one as well, because a lot of times you overwhelm yourself thinking about like, I want to be here in like 5-10 years, but you have to do small steps to work towards that. And when you're just thinking about the big goal as well, I feel like you think you're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I was like that at TAFE, and I feel like a lot of people are like that with like school and uni. Like you feel like you're working so hard, but you're not actually achieving anything.
It's like the stairs idea.
Yeah.
Like walking up the stairs, like rather than skipping 3 stairs, you take like your little goals to get to that 3rd stair rather than just jumping, because you'll feel like you're moving somewhere.
Yeah. Small goals. And they can be like, they don't have to be big things. Like it could literally be like, I'm going to go for a walk today.
Yeah.
I'm going to wash my hair. Go you.
Bringing it back to locking in, like when you set small achievable goals, it also helps you stay on path.
Yeah. Remember what you're actually doing.
And same with lists. Lists will help you refocus, and then you can like tick them off. Ticking off is a really good one, or crossing off. That always makes me feel better. And then you have like a sense
of accomplishment. Like they reckon you should get up and make your bed every morning because it makes you feel like you've achieved something before the day even starts.
Yeah.
Which I've never ever make my bed.
Oh really?
So maybe that's why I feel miserable all the time.
Every maybe second day I'll make my bed.
When Alex stays over, he makes my bed for me.
Aww.
I do not. I just, because I'm like, what's the point? You're just going to mess it up again.
Yeah, true. I guess so.
I'm a really aggressive sleeper, so. And the next one is rewarding yourself, which is just like, I feel like recognizing that you've actually done something good and you've achieved something.
I feel like more things need to be rewarded, like especially with the year 12s at the moment at school.
Mm.
I feel like they're so hard on themselves and they need to just like understand how well they're doing. Like they're actually doing so well, but they're like thinking too big.
Yeah,
do you mean?
They're not paying attention to what they're actually doing right now.
Yeah, and they're not like thinking about how awesome they did on that sack or how they absolutely nailed that question that they thought they'd.
Sometimes it's just getting through the day.
Yeah.
Like you did today. Good job, you. That's how I feel all the time.
And like if we think for awards, what sort of rewards would you say?
Well, sometimes it's literally just recognizing, hey, I did a good job.
A pat on the back?
Yeah, like just being like, I actually did a good job. Like, I'm proud of myself.
I was doing an assignment, right? And
other times it could be like, yesterday I bought a Woolies mud cake and ate half of the entire thing. Didn't even cut it, just bit right into it.
Love that.
Mum wasn't impressed.
No, fair enough. But I love that idea. But like for me, like the other day I was finishing an assignment and I had like a pack of Oreos, like mini Oreos, which we never buy, by the way. Anyway, I had a pack of mini Oreos, which is shocking for my gut health.
Yeah, is that why your tummy's upset?
Yeah. I told her my tummy was upset so I couldn't go out and get pizza with her and a mum. So I was eating these, like I'd eat an Oreo every time I finished a question. A mini Oreo. And I thought it literally got me to finish the entire assignment in one day.
That's great.
Yeah. Not great for the gut health, but...
Or your body at all,
no,
really.
Gosh,
but
no.
That's okay. Whatever gets you through. So the next one's visualization, which I feel like that's really close to my mouth. The next one's visualization, which I feel like is a huge thing. I was having a conversation with my boss, Tania, about work and how like I feel like I went from 0 to 100 with TAFE. Like I was doing so much, and then I've come into working in a salon. And it's a slow build to get where you want to. And I was like, I feel like I know where I want to be and I can see it, but I can't grab it. And she was like, well, that's why. You've got a mental block. Like, you're actually stopping yourself because you think I can't do that.
Yeah, right.
And she's probably right. Because if you think you can't, then you can't.
Your brain, I've said this to you before.
Yeah,
but like for our listeners, your brain actually will not understand the difference between what's real and what's not. If you believe something that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, whatever you tell it, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's seriously, like, if you believe, like, I'm going to get this ATAR, I'm going to get this in a exam, I'm going to be able to run every single day, I'm going to get my PB in a bench press, like, absolutely anything, your brain will, like, make you do it.
Yeah.
It's the same, like, visualization and manifestation are very similar.
Yeah, well, that's our next thing. I feel like it is very similar. You just try and think about what you want. And I think it also goes into what we have kind of talked about before, about how, like, dress for, like, the job you want sort of vibe. Like, if you dress, which it's fun, we all dress, but I'm dressed really bummy right now. You can dress like crap all the time, but then you're not, I don't know, putting off what you want to receive, I suppose, if that makes sense. Like, if you dress really professional, I don't know.
No, I get that.
I don't really know where I was going with that, so.
No, I understand that. I got that, and I think our listeners will too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
It's too late at night.
Well, like, you can't be in a job, like, if you've got...
Well, it's like real estate agents. They always look really, really nice.
And how respected, like, are they?
Yeah.
They're pretty respected. Well, I think they are. I don't know. I've never bought a house. You tell me.
I don't know either.
So, actually, I want to point this out, but manifesting, like, a lot of people don't actually know what it is. I'm going to give you the actual definition. It's the process of drawing desired outcomes into one's life through belief and intention.
You're right.
So, like, just put it out there. What's our favourite saying?
Well, I know. Yeah, speak things into existence.
Speak things into existence.
There's loads of different ways to do it, though. Like, I know you can, like, there's, like, the 5-5-5 method, and then, like, I don't know, there's loads of them. But you don't have to do that.
Honestly, I think every now and again, like, like, looking in the mirror is a great one. You talk about that all the time.
Yeah. If you look in the mirror and just be like, I'm going to have a really good day today. Like, I feel good. Today is, I don't know, whatever you want to say. You just say that to yourself.
Yeah.
Just put it out there in the universe.
For me, it's like, I'm so, like, full on with all my assignments at the moment. So I'm like, I'm going to get this assignment done today. I'm going to do it. Yeah, literally
can just be like, I'm going to achieve this today.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 3 goals. So this was another thing that I did it wasn't really 3 goals, but it was something I did for work as well when we went on our work retreat. And we went on this in February. So we had 2 goals. We had a goal for 6 months, which is coming up actually now, and then one for the end of the year. And then you break that down into even smaller things. So say if yours was, I want to have a better morning routine, that's your big goal. You break it down to, I'm going to get up at this time every day. I'm going to like do this. And you break it down into smaller things, and you can pull those off as you go. And it makes it really achievable. And if you want to drop it into like 3, it could be like a week, like a month, and then 6 months, something like that.
We, for basketball, like all the kids that I coach, all the kids like my personal coaching, and anything in Basketball Victoria, anything in rep, we always try to tell the kids, you've got to set your goals. You've got to have a short term, a long term, and a mid term. I said that in the wrong order. Short term, mid term, long term. And it could be as simple as, I want to be able to shoot a 3-point shot by next year. That's my long term goal. Like, that's how simple it can be. Or you can have things like, I've got one kid that's like, I want to be in the state pathways at the end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a mid-term goal to me. But like, it's those like little things.
Yeah.
And then writing them down.
It just makes it more achievable. So, and you know that you're working towards something. You're not just like, oh, I want to be here in 5 years. I'm nowhere near that.
Yeah.
Because it takes steps to get there. It doesn't just happen.
I was definitely someone for a very long time who was like, had my next 10 years planned out.
Yeah.
And had goals all throughout those 10 years. And now I'm like completely scrapping that and just living in the moment. But like,
I want to do what I want to do, and I want to do it now.
Yeah.
And that's why I fall down these rabbit holes. And then find out what motivates you. So find out what makes you actually want to go and do that, because you're not going to do something if you don't want to.
Understanding your why is so much more important than how. And like, that goes for absolutely everything in life. If you need to know why you're doing something rather than how to do it, because you got to have the passion there. You got to understand like what's making you do this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like it's actually a really confronting question when you ask yourself, why am I doing this?
I have no idea sometimes why I coach. And then I'm like, I coach because of my little girls.
Kids.
Yeah, the kids that have been there since day one.
Yeah.
I coached because I had some pretty shocking coaches, and I don't want other females to experience that.
Yeah, it can be really hard, I think, especially in that industry.
Definitely.
Yeah, so ask yourself why.
Yeah, and then figure out your how.
Yeah, the how's not as important.
How is not.
Okay, you can say this last one.
Don't let the haters win.
People are going to talk about you whether they want to or not, so just do it.
Yeah, you just gotta do it. Like, honestly, it has been so nerve-wracking to be posting on any sort of social media. And I'll be checking my phone, like, all the time. Like, oh, are they looking at this? Or how many likes has this got? Like, I'm so stressed. But honestly, I literally need to get into that headspace.
Just do it. Who cares?
Just do it. Don't let the haters win. And just do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, it can be also a motivation. You might have someone telling you, you can't get this ATAR, you can't get into this uni.
Yes, I can. Watch me.
Yep, manifest that. Amen.
Deal with it.
Yeah, what do you do to lock in?
I don't know, I just I'm a really bad procrastinator.
We're both procrastinators. We'll speak to this in a second.
Like I said, I get really onto something. Like, I'm really well, I can't really bother to do all the social media stuff, but I am going to do it all. But I get really invested in doing something, and I'm like, I want to do it now, and I want it to happen now. And then it doesn't, and I'm just like, cool, what a waste of my time.
Yeah.
When I was in school, I would always listen to music, and I found that really helped me focus. I'm really bad if I'm in like a room with other people. I cannot get work on my computer done because they'll start talking, and then either I'll get too overwhelmed trying to do both, or I'll join their conversation.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah.
I think my biggest one to lock in would be putting my phone away. Like, I'll give my mum my phone.
I can't, because if I put I actually don't go on my phone that much unless like I'm messaging someone.
Yeah, okay.
And it's usually just to message Alex, or like one of you is messaging me. If I'm trying to get something done, I will get it done. I just have to have I have to be in the right headspace to do it, I think, as well. Like if I right now I wouldn't be able to do something. I just would not do it. But if I woke up tomorrow and had more energy, I would do it, and I would just smash it out.
Sleep's pretty important.
Yeah.
We'll talk to that again as well in a sec. But yeah, I think that for me, putting my phone away, other people it might not be. I also can't study with music on, and you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also failed high school.
And look at you, you're so successful.
Yeah.
You are.
To an extent.
You have to own it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got some stuff that will stop us from locking in.
Procrastination.
Which we just talked about.
We did just say this. Procrastination is a form of poor time management. Procrastination is a form of self-regulation failure where individuals voluntarily delay important tasks despite knowing they will be negative consequences. It's often rooted in emotional or physiological factors, not just poor time management. I'm shocking when it comes to procrastinating because, like,
yeah, I'm pretty bad.
I'll do all the lists and stuff, and then I'll be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow.
I don't even do the list. I just don't do anything.
Oh, really?
And then I'm just like, this is really bad.
That's like how far you procrastinate.
When I was in school, with TAFE and stuff, I always got it done. I was always the first one to hand in an assignment because I wanted to do it and I had a reason to do it. Mm-hmm. I had a goal. But when it was just like school assignments, I wasn't even going to school, so I was like, I'm not doing the work. There's no point.
Yeah.
I literally wouldn't do it, and then, yeah, I didn't end up finishing school.
I just get so, like, in my own head. I'll be like, oh, this is going to take me this amount of time, so I need to set this amount of time.
I'm just like, I just don't want to do this, so I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
That's literally it, which is so bad. But if it's something I want to do, I will do it, and I will do it well.
Yeah.
But I need to have the motivation to do it.
So how to get rid of procrastinating is first you need to be aware that you're procrastinating. I feel like you can't change anything unless you're not aware of it.
No, yeah, you have to be like, okay, I'm actually just wasting time. I need to get up and do something.
Yeah. And then creating lists.
Yeah, and then you know what you need to do.
Yeah. If you're going to create a list, like I said before, sometimes I'll just create list on list, and then I'll procrastinate like, oh, I have so much to do. I need to be doing this, I need to be doing this. Like, honestly, start that list.
Well, I feel
even create lines, like, in the list of where you want to be finishing or what you want to be doing.
Well, that's what I was about to say. I feel like a good thing is if you write a list, you can go, right, I'm going to get these 3 things done today.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I'll get that done. Yeah. And then it doesn't seem as overwhelming. So you're not like, oh my God, I have so much stuff to get through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, is creating lists and just, like, simplifying it.
Yes.
So easy for yourself, and just start small. Start to knock off the easy things on your list, create deadlines, and make rewards like we've talked about.
Yeah.
If you have any other ways that you will limit your procrastination or stop it, let us know and we can pop it in our stories.
Yeah, that would be really cool actually to know what everyone else does.
Yeah. I reckon it's time to call Jazz.
Okay. Oh, I have to call her. Okay. She might not answer.
She'll answer.
She doesn't know my number.
When we come back, we're going to be talking about distractions as well. Jazzy. I'll answer.
She has to answer first.
What the heck? Surely she'll answer.
I'll just spam call her.
0, 4.
Oh, that's so embarrassing. What? Jazz!
Spam call her.
That's actually so sad. Stop, I'm like on edge.
Hello?
Hello, Jazz!
Hello. Wait.
How are you?
It's my phone number.
Oh, that's what. I was like, who's calling me?
It's alright.
We were like, oh, surely she picks up. Anyway, you did, and we're happy you did.
I did.
Yes, and how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, and you know where you are right now? Or what you're speaking to?
You're on my couch.
You're on a couch, but do you know what you're speaking on right now?
Is the pod?
That's the pod.
But if you say something and you want it cut out, we can cut it out.
Yeah,
so
we'll just cut it out.
Okay.
No stress at all. I miss you so much, friend.
I miss you too.
I am so lucky because I'm going to catch up with Jazz in the morning as well.
that's nice.
Yeah, we're going to go for a coffee date. So, yes, Jazz, we have a few questions for you.
Where are your questions? Do you have them written down?
Yay.
I sent them to you.
Oh, that's why you sent them to me.
Yeah.
I got them.
Before we do start though, Jazz, my best friend, is absolutely amazing. She was Dux of our school. Such a hard worker. Like, if you think you're a hard worker, like, double it, honestly. Jazz is such a hard worker. And Jazz, tell us the uni you're at. I know all of this, but speak to the pod.
I'm at University of Melbourne studying science.
What sort of science? Is it just broad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just science right now.
Do you know where you might want to go? Are you able to share that with the pod?
I'm looking to major in pharmacology.
I don't know what that is.
Pharmacist.
Oh, yeah, right.
So Jazz and
His dad does feet.
Jazz's dad is a podiatrist. What's it called? Northeast Podiatry. Yep. But Jazz and I worked in a pharmacy like growing up, and Jazz and there'd be customers come in and they'd ask me for something and it'd be like behind the counter, and straight away I'd like look to Jazz and she'd like put a finger up and she'd be like, yep, on it. And I'd just be like, okay. So I just entertained them for the next like 2 minutes while she got what she needed.
You were the chatter. You were good with the people.
Anything on the floor I could like help them with, like the simple stuff. But if it was like next level, I'd be like, Jazz, and she'd be like, onto it. She was absolutely awesome. And she even created, right? Get this. Yeah. She created a book. She created a book for all juniors starting to work. Like, she created a manual.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, how amazing is that?
And then, Jazz, tell us a fun fact about yourself.
A fun fact about myself?
Yeah.
I'm really clumsy and I just fall over things all the time.
She does.
Really help.
Oh, and poor Jazz. Here, you can talk into my mic too.
Oh, no.
Poor Jazz was driving on her way home. She got back. When did you get back? Last night?
Did you hit something?
Yeah, a couple nights ago.
I know. Is your car okay?
Not really.
What was it? Was it a deer?
It was a fox.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad.
What do you mean?
But
You just plow through them.
it hit my grill, and then my coolant is right behind the grill, and so it's pushed the engine back.
Okay, well, Alex hit a deer on his motorbike, so...
So Alex wins.
What do you mean, how? He had a head-on with a deer on a very small bike.
Wow.
He's okay.
Is he okay?
He's okay. Well, he actually hasn't been to the hospital, so he might have a delayed concussion. Or
Did he fall off?
Yeah, absolutely. His bike's like right off.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't. Was this on the snow road? Because I hit the fox on the snow road.
No, this was his driveway.
Oh my god, what?
He was down Queen's Lane.
I didn't know that. Thank
There
God he was
is
close to
around.
home. But yes, we are so happy to have you on the pod, Jazz.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm so excited.
you are an absolute... Can I tell the pod your ATAR?
If you want to.
It was a 97... What was it?
97.
No, Jazz got a 97, and it was like one of the top highest in around our area, and like just amazing all through newspaper. I was walking into random places and talking to people I know, and I was like, oh, did you know Jazz?
Oh my
I was so proud of my friend.
You're like my mum.
I was so proud of you. Like, you just put in so much hard work, and clearly you get the results. So that is why I have brought Jazz onto the pod. She's going to tell us about how she locks in and how she becomes dedicated, and she's Delulu, so it's perfect. Well, I'm probably more Delulu than you, but Delulu and dedicated.
Yep.
Ask her your question.
Ask her my question? You have to ask too.
Bro, I don't have a mic right now.
Oh, well, you can share mine. Okay, Jazz, what did
Yes.
you do to lock in during year 12? And you can speak to uni as well, but I know uni has been a fun ride for you. So
Yeah, you don't do much looking in at uni.
so we can talk about year 12. How did you lock in?
Yeah, so year 12, especially in SWATVAC, I was very big on like environment, like where I was studying. It had to be like super quiet and like no distractions.
So you
No
didn't
phone,
have any music?
nothing.
So you were a no music girl?
No music, definitely no music. Literally like so silent, you could hear a pin drop kind of thing, which is a bit weird in retrospect, but it worked at the time.
Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. I'm actually the same now. And I know you used to shake your head whenever I'd put music on because you were like, Jen, that's not helping you. And now when I'm studying or doing any assignments, I don't do any music and I can so relate now.
Yeah.
It took me a while to understand that, but it's so true.
Yes.
I have movies on in the background that I don't really care about just for the noise.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I've been doing that more now too. It's like a nice background.
Yeah. I can't do silence.
Yeah, that's so fair.
Do any of your uni friends, are they the same as you or do they?
We do. Lots of people love to study in the library at college because they see other people studying and it makes them feel peer pressured to study.
Yeah, okay, like being in that environment.
Yeah, I don't really believe in that. If I go to the library, I just yap. So I can't do that. So I like to be by myself and in the quiet.
And that's in your dorm?
Yeah, I just in my room, or we have like tutorial rooms, so just like little rooms with desks in them.
Little breakout rooms?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You're such a teacher.
Me?
Yeah.
So funny. And do you find that you ever procrastinate?
Last year, like year 12, I wasn't a big procrastinator. I definitely am now.
What do you think procrastination like means to you?
It just means like putting things off, or like for me, procrastination was just like not being motivated.
Yeah.
Especially in year 12, like in swap back, like feel like I didn't want to study again that day.
Did you think that I was a procrastinator?
Yes. You played Minecraft all day.
Stop! It's actually awful. I did though. I was such a Minecraft bot. Anyway.
You're like sitting on the floor in the year 12 room.
Oh, I loved Minecraft. I can't let any of the students at school listen to this. Lovely. And so what did you do to stop your procrastination?
I love checklists or like structuring out my day. I like to like check things off and like, okay. And it makes it easier for me to like get into a rhythm or like start something because I feel forced to because my list says I have to.
Yeah, I like that. So we had lists as well. But we didn't have structured for the day. I like that.
Yeah,
structuring your day.
like scheduling times to do stuff.
Jazz, how many practice exams did you do during year 12? And like at the moment, because your exams are coming up for uni, how many practice exams are you doing or have you done?
For year 12, I did between 10 to 20 for every subject. I had 5 subjects, so around 100 practice exams.
Crazy. I reckon I did like 3. I did like 3 on my own and then the rest were all like with the subject.
Yeah, but uni's a lot more chill. I do like max 5 per subject.
Do you like that? Like that you have that a bit of a break, if you would say?
Yeah, you just don't really have as much opportunity at uni to do practice exams. There's not many like resources. It's kind of just learn the content and hope for the best.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you find it was really hard when you like started making like when you got assignments? Did you find it was hard to know what the standard was?
Yeah, definitely. It's so uni, they give you absolutely no guidance. They just kind of throw you in the deep end and say good luck. But I haven't been doing too bad, so it's okay.
Yay, Jazz!
Yeah.
I feel like that would be one of the hardest things, and it has been for my uni. It's been like the hardest thing is like knowing what's the standard, what should I be adding in, what am I leaving out. So that's something to look forward to if you're not at uni or looking to go to uni.
It's a hard transition, but
nice. And what is your sleep pattern like? Let's go back to year 12 because I know at the moment you're having the best of fun.
Sleep pattern in year 12 was like I was going to bed 8:30, 9 o'clock. I was such like a grandma, and I was getting up at like 6:30, 7 a.m.
Love it.
Was
it 6:37 a.m. to do practice exams?
In swap back, yes. Otherwise, like in the school year, I'd sort of get up. I'd sometimes go for like a walk or a run, or do some study early in the morning.
Yeah, cool. Jazz is a massive runner. She used to run you just start running and you run like 15 Ks.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
But she would. You'd just zone out and you'd start running. Like it was. It was motivational for me.
It was very motivational.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
So can we ask what your sleep pattern's like now?
I don't even know if I have a sleep pattern now.
Me either.
Oh,
I
really?
just kind of, when I want to go to sleep, I go to sleep. So I don't really know. I don't really have one anymore. Just when I want to sleep, I sleep.
Is that the same with you, Ruby?
When I work, it's different. I'm more structured, but on
Yeah.
weekends, sometimes I don't get home until 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, just stay up for the rest of the day. What's the point?
My sleep's
I
like...
do, yeah.
Sorry, you go, Jazz.
I just do a lot of napping.
Yeah, I'm a big napper.
Yeah.
I'm a big napper.
Actually, I think I'm the grandma now. I feel like you and I have completely flipped, Jazz.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have. I'm the one that goes to bed at like 9 now and wakes up at like 6 or 7 to go gym or go for a run or start studying. So I feel like we have completely
Oh, I
flipped.
still get up early. Like, if I'm home by like 2 o'clock, I'll be up at 6.
You will.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That's
she
not
actually
okay.
does. Your body just like self-awakes.
Yeah, I'm just going. I'm in the gym.
She's just got the world in front of her. She just goes.
I don't feel
Wow.
good, but I'm there.
Yeah. That's so impressive.
Awesome. Okay. So Jazz doesn't really have a sleep pattern or sleep, but
No.
that's okay. And what is your screen time like?
Oh, I don't. Let me look. I'm a bit scared.
Mine's like 5-6 hours. But
Oh,
I've
okay,
only
that's
been
nowhere near that.
I have been like chronically online trying to do stuff for the pod, to be fair. Normally it's
Yeah.
only like 4 hours.
Mine's 3 hours.
Ah,
That's really
Whoa,
good.
3 hours.
That's really low.
You were scared?
That's really
Yeah.
low.
Wait.
I have all the like timers on my apps though.
Yeah,
that's a good
okay.
idea. How do you do that?
You just put it in and it just
Just
locks you
screen
out.
time.
I have it on my Instagram. It locks me out if I've been on there for more than 15 minutes.
Wow.
So Jazz,
Mine's like 1 hour.
do you know what the average is
On what?
on screen time?
No.
It's 6 hours and 40 minutes, so roughly 7 hours. So you were just saying that you were
You're
scared.
half.
Yeah, that's
That's like the
insane.
whole day, 6 hours.
I reckon mine would be about 5 hours.
Mine is about 5-6 at the moment.
Yeah.
But that's
But it's a part of your job though. That kind of makes sense.
It usually isn't this high, but because I've been trying to do so much stuff, like I've been on my phone every chance I've had today to do stuff.
Yeah.
Which actually drives me nuts. Like I'm not even going on my computer anymore because I'm so sick. Like I'd rather watch a TV, which it's probably the same.
Mm.
But I'd rather watch TV than watch stuff on my computer now because I'm just like overlooking at my screen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, 3 hours. That's still crazy. But I guess you're also socializing with the people you'd be talking to.
Yeah. There's always someone to talk to.
And you don't have TikTok?
No, I don't have TikTok.
No.
Insane.
She's very... You're dedicated. She's locked in.
She's locked in.
And we have one more question for Jazz. Do you have any regrets, or would you do anything differently?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Speak to it.
Last year, I was not taking nearly enough breaks. I was studying for like 4 to 5 hours straight, no breaks. And by the end of exam period, I was so burnt out.
Oh, you
Like
would be.
ridiculously burnt out.
We've got... Oh, have we started? We haven't got... We're doing our burnt out session is next week.
Is it next week?
Yeah.
Nice.
So this will be like six. In 6 weeks, our burnt out session might pop out, or 5 weeks, our burnt out session
When
will
you're
come out.
listening to this one, it'll be the next week.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it's next week, guys. But yeah, we'll be doing our burnout one, and I've been doing the research for it, and it's absolutely insane. And I reckon, like, looking at it, I can see where I've come from it through ways not so much academically, but like sporting and working and stuff. Whereas I can understand where you would be academically, like, insane.
Yeah. I think I've only just sort of recovered from the burnout from last year.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
It takes 2 to 4 years. Everyone's different, but it can take 2 to 4 years to actually recover from a full burnout.
Yeah, it was wild.
Sometimes I'd be talking to you, actually.
Jazz is so like nonchalant. Like
Yeah.
she just has nothing.
Sometimes I'd be talking to Jazz in year 12 and you like look at me and your eyes were so glassy, but you'd just be like looking at me and you're like, I feel like you weren't and I'd just be yapping to you like per usual, but you were just like looking at me like full like asleep but awake. It was like bizarre.
I was
I was
exhausted.
you were and so amazing. Like you got your results that you wanted, but yeah, what would you have done differently?
Cost. I would have taken breaks. Like I would have actually spaced things out a bit better. But I also would have, like, the main reason I was doing so much studying was because I was so stressed about like, what the end result was going to be, and I needed to just like take a breath and take a step back.
Do you think that your results would have been the same if your study had been changed to like less?
Probably not, but I also think I would have rathered a lower score and not be so exhausted and so like burnt out.
I think obviously I didn't finish high school, and so a big thing for me is that there is other pathways if you don't get the score you want. Like you can go to TAFE and you can work up to getting what you need to get to go to uni, or you can go to uni as a mature age. So there probably shouldn't be as much pressure as there is put on kids in year 12.
Oh, like early entry, like you've always got those sort of options.
Like there's other ways, so you don't have to do 4 or 5 hours straight of study every day.
Yeah, 100%.
Would you, but like the kids that are in your position right now, what would you want to say to them?
I don't know. Just take some breaks, go for a walk, clear your head. It's not the end of the world if you don't get the score you want. Like, it'll be okay. I promise.
Aww. That's very sweet, yeah. See, my advice would be, guys, get off Minecraft. That would be mine. What would yours be?
I don't know. I did year 10.
But what would you like say to the kids if, like, listening to this conversation? What would you say?
Just do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do. Love it. What was your thoughts, Jazz, on manifestation and what was it, visualization?
Oh, I was a big manifester in year 12. I heard this quote at the beginning of year 12.
I know this quote because you told it to me. I loved it. Yeah.
It was... What was it?
The future you.
Yeah. You want it so bad because future you already has it.
I love that.
That's going to
be so good.
We should put that on a shirt.
That's going to, yeah. We're thinking about creating merch.
I would buy that. If that's on a shirt, I'm buying that. I'm buying merch no matter what. But.
Yeah.
I think we should have a jumper that says "Hear Us Out" on the back.
Yeah, I feel like that's so cool. But I like that quote, Jazz. I love it. We'll add that to our quotes as well for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that quote. It's a great quote.
It's beautiful. Actually, it's kind of my Roman Empire. I actually think about that quote since you told me a lot. I know. Well, I'm an ADHD girl. A lot goes through my brain. Self-diagnosed. What'd you say?
24/7, just thoughts.
Yeah, thoughts, literally. Anyway, but thank you so much, Jazz. We will let you get...
for having me, guys.
Well, we'll let you get back to your fam.
The phone.
Yeah, that was great. We absolutely love you, and we appreciate the time you've spent to come onto the pod. And yeah, thank you.
Jen will see you tomorrow.
I will see you tomorrow.
Thanks,
we'll
guys.
chat all about
See
it.
you tomorrow, Jen.
Oh, cute. Well, thanks, Jazz. We love you. Stay chaotic. Bye.
Stay chaotic.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I
know you do.
It's so awkward. I pray that the other person does it every time.
I just love Jazz. I haven't seen her in so long, and I'm like Jazz deprived. Anyway, I thought that was funny. Okay, so now we're going to talk about distractions.
Oh, I'm doing this. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Distractions are the death of productivity. How can we eliminate our distractions? Am I doing this bit?
You do the first one, I'll do the next one.
Okay. So, how to eliminate distractions? Identify distractions. So, you need to actually recognize this.
Everything's about recognizing, seriously.
Yeah. List to get through, as we've mentioned. Turning off your notifications, because if your phone's buzzing, you're going to want to check it.
I don't have any notifications on for my Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, nothing except for messages. So don't stress either. If you feel like something's going on,
well, it'll still be going on when you get on your phone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then the last one is goal setting, which is also really important. You need to have motivation for why you're doing something, and you need to have your goal that you're trying to achieve.
Yes.
Then we asked our followers what they said as well.
They said they listen to music, so that's a Ruby thing.
That's a me thing.
I have learned that I don't actually like listening to music because we talked about this a little bit, but you can actually not multitask. Your brain cannot multitask. You can do 2 things at once, for sure, but you will only take in one of those things. Another one was phone down, head down. Big one for me. But I think that should be a big one for everyone. Yeah,
it's so hard to do things with your phone. It's so easy to just go on a tangent and doom scroll.
Yeah, and get sidetracked.
Absolutely.
Someone else said the 30 to 5 study mode, so 30 minutes of study, 5 minutes of phone. You can do a fair bit in 5 minutes.
You can do loads in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So, have a think about that.
You could literally reply to all your messages in 5 minutes and scroll through TikTok or Instagram or something.
So have a think about that. I think that's a great one. I actually did that in year 12. It was a little bit different. It was like a 25 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
So like it just broke it down even more. And it was like more for like your school periods based, because it's like a 50-minute period. So
Yeah.
the 25 to 3 was a really good one for me. That rhymed. Study with a clear desk. I really like this one. It just means like having nothing on your desk except for the stuff that you need.
Yeah.
Because like the other day I was actually on a Zoom for TAFE, and I was just mucking around with the stuff that was on my desk, and I should have been really like listening.
Yeah, but you were just playing around with stuff.
Yeah, and it was like an easy distraction.
It is, yeah.
And like clear desk, clear mind. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the same thing with the like your bedroom.
Your room, yeah.
Clean room, clean mind. Yeah.
Room represents your mental state.
A massive impact on not being able to lock in or study optimally is due to poor sleep. I want to help you understand the learning of the brain. Our brains aren't programmed to want to change, yet due to neuroplasticity, our brains are changing absolutely every millisecond of the day. Neuroplasticity, it's the brain's ability to change, grow, and adapt throughout life, allowing us to learn, recover, and thrive in the face of challenges. Think neuro, brain, connections, so the brain's connections, and think plasticity, plastic, molding, changing. So our neuroplasticity means brains are changing. Our brain will work at optimal learning capacity for 3.5 hours and need deep sleep to be able to restart those 3.5 hours. So when you think of like a school,
it's a
I
6-hour day.
So I shouldn't be saying this.
But the thing is, you have gaps in between. Like you have 2 periods. Generally, when I went to Beechworth High, it was 4 periods, which was too much. But generally, you have 2 periods, recess, 2 periods, lunch, 2 periods. And so then and you have the 5-minute like gap in between to go to your locker and stuff. So I feel like you are still getting that break.
But like 3 hours crammed into 6 hours. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's only going to be so much that your brain can actually
Yeah,
retain.
towards the end of the day, you're usually pretty tired.
And I've talked about the fact that we cannot multitask. We can do 2 things at once, but one of those things has to be known to the brain, and that is subconscious, and the brain doesn't have to think about it.
Okay, and then Jen's wrote this episode. She writes all episodes, but today she's actually letting me talk about the stats. Don't really know why.
Love stats.
Here we are. So, humans to get 50% of new information within an hour of learning it. So, last time we spoke about this, I had just come back from a 4-hour training session on my computer. So, I would only have absorbed 50% of every hour of that.
I just think that's insane. Like, just 1 hour after learning something, you'll forget 50% of what you just
So,
learned.
out of that whole 4 hours, I only learned 1 hour worth of information.
That's insane.
I know.
That's so
It's
crazy.
crazy.
It makes a lot of sense. The amount of times I'm like, oh, what was that thing again? And I just learned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, insane.
So maybe we should break stuff down a bit more.
Mm.
The average person a day will consume the equivalent of 16 new movies, which is ridiculous.
I think that's crazy.
It's a lot. The brain will have to pick and choose what's important to remember and what's not.
16 movies.
So that freaks me out a little bit too, because what if you really want to remember something and then your brain's just like...
Yeah, definitely.
It's just like, that's not relevant. Go away.
So the best way to like get over that is to revise it like the next day.
Yeah.
Or in a week. Or the next day and in a week. But still, that's like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's stressful.
16 movies.
That's a lot of hours. That is a lot of stuff. Like
That's
a movie roughly goes for like 2 hours.
Yes, that's like 32
hours worth of stuff.
That's insane.
It's a lot.
16 movies. Crazy. Anyway. Okay.
We should make a list of 16 movies.
Okay.
That could be a post.
A list of 16 movies. And that's everything that your brain has to retain. Crazy. Do you reckon you could remember 16 movies though?
Yes.
I reckon I could.
I know. Pull up any episode from The Office. I will quote the entire thing. Word
Pull
for
up any
word.
episode of Friends.
I'm the same.
I have been binging Friends like this entire
Friends,
week.
Office, Sex and the City.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the Hunger Games movies. The You series.
Harry Potter.
No.
Oh. Harry Potter and the Hunger Games are the 2 movies that I'll watch like 6 times a year. Like the whole series.
Oh, I watch them more than that.
Oh, crazy.
That's all I watch on repeat. I don't watch new shows.
Like when I'm sick or when I'm a rainy day. I hate watching new shows. What's wrong
I never
with
watch new
us?
shows.
Like, I can't.
I'm getting through Grey's Anatomy, but I quite like it. I'm
Yeah.
getting towards the end and it's getting a bit crap, but the start of it was better.
That was kind of like Suits. Watching Suits
I've
was
never
really good
watched
to start.
that.
It's really good to start with, and then eventually, like,
If you ask Riley, Riley thinks it's so freaky. You pull up literally any episode. She tells people all the time, any episode, any season of The Office, just start playing it and I will tell you word for word.
Yeah, right. I quite love that. I've never watched The Office.
You would like it. It's really funny. You have to watch the American one, though. The UK one's crap.
Okay, American
Sorry
one
if you like the UK one. It's
is
my opinion.
Opinion, yeah.
Yeah, so you're welcome to fight with me on that one, but it's an opinion. It's not a fact.
To recap, we're going to recap this somewhat fast. Again, this is all on our Instagram. Recap. To lock in, think of things like meditation, write it out, brain dumps and lists will clear up your mind, set small achievable goals and reward yourself for them, visualize and manifesting, 3 goals, short-term, mid-term, long-term, will help you stay on track, find out what motivates you, find out your why, not your how, don't let the haters win. Love it. Stop procrastinating, start sleeping, eliminate distractions.
Sleep is so important. I just would really like to touch on that again.
Oh my God.
You
we didn't talk about that
You
enough.
need to sleep. Like, you need to sleep.
So
people reckon you can oversleep. I don't think you could.
I can oversleep.
I don't think you can, though. You're sleeping because your body needs it.
If I sleep like over 10 hours, I'm groggy for the rest of the day.
Yeah, right.
I'll be like in a blur. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Weird.
I think it's because I don't actually know.
Just your sleep cycle's messed up.
Sleeping longer than 9 to 10 hours regularly is a symptom of oversleeping. Feeling tired despite extended sleep, which is the obvious. Waking up with a headache. I was actually going to say I get headaches when I sleep for too. So I feel like oversleeping can be a thing.
Well, I don't know. I think you probably could oversleep to an extent. Like, you don't want to get into a cycle of sleeping for like all day. But if you're really tired, your body needs to sleep.
Yeah.
So your body's not going to do more than what it needs to. But I feel like you can force yourself to go back to sleep, and then you'd probably be hitting the I'm oversleeping section.
I like that. All right, and then to finish.
Am I doing the quote or are you?
You can.
Okay. A quote of the day. Well, are we changing it to Jazz's one?
We'll do both.
Okay, I don't remember what Jazz said, so.
Yeah, I do.
All right. So our quote is, the cost of not locking in is spending the rest of your life clocking in, which we don't know who it's by.
We don't know who it's by, but I do love that. Yeah. I actually saw it on TikTok. It was like one of those ones where like you go to the old people's home and then they like write on the whiteboard.
Oh, they're so
and
sweet.
It was
I
one
love
of those
them.
ones. I thought that was really cute. Jazz's quote was, you want it so bad because your future self already has it. And I love that. I've stuck by that for a very long time, actually.
It's a good thing to think about. Yeah. It's like, I feel like manifesting as well, because you're like, I'm going to get that. That's why I want it.
Yeah, exactly. Visualizing too.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us for this episode. We are super excited for next week as well. I'm going to spill what we're doing next week. It's no is a full sentence. So subscribe, like, follow, share, rate it 5 stars, whatever.
Can you do that?
You can rate 5 stars.
How? It's a podcast.
On Spotify. Yeah. That's how it gets up the charts. So guys, give us that 5 stars and then maybe we might actually take off. Actually, I'm pretty happy. We had like 200 listens in the first day. And like, what was it?
16K views.
Yeah, 16K views.
On Instagram. Which
to us is pretty insane.
Well, considering it's our first ever episode, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we thought that was like in 3 days, 16,000 views in 3 days. We thought that was crazy. Anyway, we thought we'd share.
Now we just need 16,000 followers.
Yes, if you out,
just share the podcast everywhere.
Yeah, guys, do it, please. Anyway, we love you guys as support, and we appreciate all the support we've had so far. So yeah, thank you for listening in.
Yeah.
With love, Jen and Ruby.